Autistic children use their brains in an unusual way to excel at math. San Jose, California. Autism is usually thought of as a serious problem. People who are autistic often have trouble communicating with others. They may repeat things over and over or be interested in only one subject. Now, though, a new study suggests that autism may not be a problem after all. Instead, it may simply be a different way of thinking. Scientists at Stanford University gave both children with autism and non autistic children a set of math problems to solve. The children with autism were found to have better math skills. Pictures of the children's brains, taken as they were calculating math problems, showed differences too. The children with autism use their brains in an unusual way. Exceptional skills and talents. This small but important study was the first of its type. It makes us better aware of the special talents that these people have, said Teresa, the leader of the study. This new understanding may help children with autism have an easier time in school and later at work, she said. We think it could be reassuring for parents. Like all of those with autism, the children with autism had difficulty talking with people. They could be very shy and didn't always understand what mood people were in. But they showed strengths too, according to the team of scientists. The autistic brain doesn't necessarily work less well than a normal brain, said Teresa. Instead, it could just be a different brain. Autism comes in many forms. It can involve extreme retardation, but people with autism can also have exceptional skills or talents known as savant abilities. They may be very good at calendar calculation. This skill allows them to quickly figure out which day of the week someone was born once they know the year. Or they may have amazing visual memory. For example, they may remember how many windows are in a skyscraper they've only seen once. But the discovery of math talents in such children is particularly important. Pages of multiplication problems. The study backs up what we already know. Some of these kids have great talents and can often do very well, but they look at the world differently, said Brad Boardman, who runs the San Jose Center for People with Autism. Jeff, a 43-year-old client at the center, solved multiplication problems for relaxation, Boardman said. He will do complicated multiplication, pages and pages of problems. He is absolutely gifted. If autistic people are interested in a topic, that interest can lead to a really in-depth understanding, he said. They can do really well in things like engineering or software design. The Stanford scientists admit that there may be a simple explanation for what they found. Perhaps children with autism only have greater math skills because they practice so much. Other children might do just as well if they spent as much time on math. But they believe there is more to it than that. They suspect there is some biological difference as well. They studied 36 children aged 7 to 12. Half had been diagnosed with autism. All had normal IQs. On math tests, the children with autism did much better than the others. The average test score of the non-autistic group was 100. For the autistic children, it was 125. Brain scans show a difference. The children with autism also solve math problems in a different way. Non-autistic children counted on their fingers or memorized answers. Children with autism broke the problem down into parts. For instance, if asked the sum of 7 plus 4, they would add 7 plus 3, then add 1. The scientists then used a scanner to take pictures of what was going on in the children's brain as they worked on the math problems. The brain scans of the autistic children showed something unusual. They were using a part of brain just below the ears called the ventral temporal occipital cortex. Sorry, guys. Normally, the ventral temporal Cortex is used to interpret things we see, including faces. Perhaps because the children with autism use this part of their brain on math, it makes them less able to read people's expression. That could explain why they are not good at figuring out people's moods. This different brain architecture might even help certain strong skills to develop, such as problem solving, even though there are things that they may not be good at, said Teresa.